Now, there is one final place that we will benefit from making ourselves familiar with in terms of the computer and some of its programming, and that is what it has to say about us. Now, some of us may never have stopped to consider that the computer has rules and lines of code and belief systems about itself before, but you also will probably know that it does, that it's true, that you have that sort of little voice whispering in your ear sometimes that tells you something about what you think about you, what you think about your capabilities, what you think about the way you handled something, that kind of thing. But it does also go deeper than that. Just like everything else in its world, the computer holds a vast set of data about what it believes to be true about itself. And we use that information every single day. So it's to our enormous advantage to be slightly more aware of what we might have tucked away in there. But before you go any further, a quick caveat. This work can be amongst some of the more difficult work that we might undertake in our lives. This work can on occasion shine a light on stuff that we may know is there, but we don't really know it's there. It might bring it into sharper focus. And it's not always the right time. You're not always in the right headspace to go there. So if you are thinking, yeah, I know what you mean, and I know there's some stuff, but not right now, then please stop this video right now. We will very, very gently explore some of these concepts as we go through the program, but I would encourage you to leave it there for now. If, however, you would like to go one step further, then here's how you might begin. And you'll be delighted to hear it is actually relatively easy to take that first step. The first step is just about tuning in to the way you hear yourself speaking to yourself. In other words, you're in a monologue, you're in a narrative, especially as you go through your day-to-day. Do you, for example, have an inner narrative that is quietly supportive? It's almost like you've got a little cheerleader in your corner going, yeah, you can do this, you've got this, that was great, fantastic, try again, don't worry. Have you got an inner narrative that's a bit like that? Or have you got an inner narrative that on occasion you actually genuinely wonder whether it's really on your side at all? Its voice is different, it's harsher, less kind, perhaps on occasion downright defeatist. Oh, don't bother, I don't even know why you're trying, you know it's not going to work, you know you're not capable, you know they're not listening, you know they don't care, like that. Or perhaps something more like, you are not capable, don't even bother trying, I don't know why you're trying, it's never going to work, you can't do this, people like you can't do things like this. This isn't for you, this is for someone else. So just by tuning in to the way we speak to ourselves, we begin to get some idea as to what some of the belief systems that lie underneath might be. And as a first step, that is probably quite enough. But if you do want to go one step further, you can, just like you've done with other things, ask yourself the question, what are my thoughts and beliefs about my role in the world? What I might expect out of life? What I'm capable of? What my connectivity is like? How well liked I am? And so on and so on. And this will give you the next layer down of that insight. Beyond that, there are other places that you can go, but they will very often benefit from some slightly more specialized support, especially if you suspect that maybe you're harboring things like imposter beliefs, beliefs that sit deep down that basically tell us that we can't. These are powerful drivers of both the way we view the world and some of the things that we experience and believe to be true about us. They are not something that I want to dig into here, because I think it's important that if you're going to go those kind of places, you have the right support. So I'll leave it there with the encouragement to do what feels like it's at a comfy level for you, safe in the knowledge that we will be teasing some of these themes forward as we go through the program, and that of course, if there's ever anything that comes up that causes you worry or concern, you can get in touch with me and I will make sure that I'm there to have a quick chat with you to ensure that everything can be eased